All right. Hello, third grade. I am so excited to help you guys learn today on this e-learning snowy day. This is going to be an instructional video where we go through what I'm going to need you to do today. So there's going to be times when I need you to pause the video, just leave the video up, and then go do the thing, and then come back and play the video where you left off. So obviously you already clicked on the instructional video. The first thing I'm going to want you to do is go into our Canvas course here, you see, and click on the virtual classroom link. So now that you're in the virtual classroom link, I want you to press slideshow. See the slideshow button? You press slideshow. And whoa, you're in my house. Okay, not really my house. I wish my house was this cool. But no, you're in a little version of my house. And when you click on some of the things in my house, you'll be able to go to do different activities. So the first thing I want you to do is to kind of get your creative juices flowing with the idea of writing. So we're going to be using narrative writing, and I want you to get started thinking about using some descriptive words, right? Because descriptive words are really important in narrative writing. We've talked about that. So what I'm going to need you to do is click here on the snowy, snowy window. And here we are at the magnetic poetry kit. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to create a little poem by dragging over these words. So you can drag over the words, and it kind of gives you some things. You can add more words, start over. So you could say, imagine here a ghost adventure. How would you begin a story that starts with imagine here a ghost adventure? Say things like that. So I want you to do that. Pause the video, start with that, get those creative juices flowing with the poetry game, and then come back, all right? So pause the video. All right. I hope you had a lot of fun with the magnetic poetry. And now we're going to move on, and we're going to do our narrative writing main activity. So what we're going to start out with is we're going to create a story map. We're going to pick an event, okay? And then we're going to write it down into paragraph form or script form, and then we're going to perform that. The script form works. It would be really fun, but if you want to do paragraph form, that's fine. The point is we're going to be using a narrative, right? A narrative, which is something that happened to us in story form, and we're going to tell Miss Copeland all about that. So, we are going to begin by starting with the story map. Now, you guys should all have the story map from class, and we're going to fill that out with me on another recording, okay? So, what we're going to do is I'm going to need you to go into our module and click on this thing that says mini lesson here. When you click on mini lesson, I think I'm in like a teacher view, but it'll be something along those lines. You can add any questions you have in the discussion or email me, but basically just go through this as a 10-minute video and just watch it and fill out your story map, okay? And then come back to this video. All right, I hope you really enjoyed the mini lesson. So we're gonna head back to the virtual classroom now. And we're gonna get started putting what we have in our story map. So you should have your story map already, right? Your story map is in front of you. You're all ready to go with that. You have a story picked out. You have the beginning, middle, and end already. Now what we're going to do is going to go back into the virtual classroom and we're gonna put it into narrative form. So this video is just gonna talk about paragraphs, but you can also put it into a script. That's not too difficult, I don't think. And so what you're gonna do is click on this bookshelf here, not the lamp, the bookshelf, and it's going to take you to a video called How to Write a Personal Narrative. So you're going to watch this video. It's not very long, and it's just going to get you going on how to write your narrative. And when you watch this video, I want you to get started on working on it. Have something written down, write down a rough draft, or you can write down what you're going to be using for your play, either one. But I want you to be working with this and write something down. Now, so do that, pause the video, come back. Okay, I hope you have something good written down from your narrative activity, and I think it's time for a little brain break. So, when we're talking about story structure, I want you to go and click on this, which is a circle of fifths. Hopefully, we've talked about this in class a little bit, the circle of fifths. So, go ahead and click on the. You should be able to. There we go. Click on the circle of fifths, and you're at a Mad Lib. So, this is not a paper pencil Mad Lib, so you have no idea what the story is. So you're going to put in things like a noun, right? A noun could be a book. I don't know. A noun could be anything. It's a person, place, or thing. So go ahead and put this through and then go ahead and read your Mad Lib. So that's your little brain break. Okay. I hope you had fun with that. The last thing we're going to do in our virtual classroom is we're going to have a really good sample text, a mentor text. So remember, a mentor text is a really good example of something we can do. So in our narrative writing, we're going to want to write like someone who's really good at writing personal stories, and someone who I think is amazing at writing personal stories is a lady named Patricia Polacco. So if you click on this piano, you can hear Patricia Polacco reading a story that she wrote. It's a narrative book that she wrote called Thunder Cakes. This is her reading it, and it's a story from when she was a little girl. So I love this story. I think it's fantastic, and this is a great mentor text for what we want to be able to do when we write a narrative story. So go ahead, pause, and participate in that read aloud. Watch the video. All right. I hope you really like that story. That's always been one of my favorites. If you have extra time today, or if there's a lot of snow days chained in a row, maybe you could make your own thunder cake. Patricia Polacco has released that recipe. So the last thing we're going to do is finally we're going to get to our assignment. So I'm going to explain the assignment a little bit, although there are directions. So hopefully you've already done everything else you need to do. And now we're on this last assignment, create a play. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your story map and use that video that you watched. You can rewatch it again, right? It's still, everything's still in the virtual classroom. And you're going to record yourself performing what happened to you, what your narrative was. So what you're going to need to do is have a narrator. So if it's in paragraph form, you can have a narrator saying like, and then I walked through the crisp fall air. Or you can do it in stage version, but still use those descriptive words that we practiced at the beginning. So, you know, someone could say, Trisha walked through the crisp fall air. Either way, I really hope you can get your family to do this. That is the ultimate goal. If you have to wait for your parents to get home from work or something, that's fine. The ultimate goal would be to use your family for this. But if you need to use like friends, or worst case scenario, if you need to use like stuffed animals or something, just please make sure that you can create this play, because when we come back, we're going to have a little film festival. So this play should be like 2 to 5 minutes long. Don't stress out. You don't need to be Steven Spielberg here. But what I want you to do is to create that play so that I can learn a little bit more about your life. So if you have any questions, I'm going to be on my email all day. Feel free to email me with any questions you have. But hopefully this made you through your e-learning day. I hope you have a fantastic time, and go play in the snow. All right. Bye-bye.